Well, there's a lot there for us to consider in the scriptures today, particularly the gospel. It's unimaginable in a way, isn't it, that these 12 chosen by Jesus who saw his miracles and accompanied him in prayer all of that time, now Judas is going to betray Jesus to the authorities who are looking for someone to give them that opportunity to get rid of Jesus for 30 silver pieces. I mean, we almost think that's a joke, it can't be true, but it was true. And we don't have a high regard for Judas, do we? Judas is going, we even say, oh, he's a Judas, meaning that he's a betrayer. It's an awful term that we've kind of brought into our language. And yet, you know, it's interesting if we think a bit more about it. There's a lesson here. What about Peter? Now, we might say, well, what about Peter? Well, Peter, you might remember, said, I don't even know the man when he was under pressure. They said, you're one of his. No, I'm not one of his disciples. They said, yeah, we saw you. And then he cursed and swore and said, I don't even know the man. This is Peter, not Judas, Peter. So what's the difference? I think the lesson for us is the difference, and that is that Judas had no hope in that forgiveness of God, forgiveness of Jesus. He lost hope in the love of God, whereas Peter said, Lord, I'm a sinful man, and repeated 3 times to Jesus, I love you. Peter knew forgiveness, and Judas didn't. And what a difference it makes. And so for in our lives, I think it's the message, isn't it? We're not perfect. We are not perfect. But we have a relationship with a loving God who wants to forgive us, who died on the cross so that he can forgive us. And so we come before our God always humbly but confidently asking his pardon. And surely you who are parents, you know this better than any of us. How often do you forgive your children? How often do you forgive each other? We're not perfect, but love enables us to ask for and be granted pardon. Pardon is a gift like love. We can't demand it, we can't buy it, we can't screw somebody's arm till we get it. It's a gift. And so we always come before our God humbly but confidently knowing, like a son had come before his parents after he had messed up doing something, bent the car or whatever, knowing that in the end their love will always bring forgiveness.